Over the past few months, a man who's helped us understand much of the military aspects of what's happening in Gaza and beyond. It's Elias, Hanna, a retired Lebanese army general who joins us from Beirut. General, thank you so much for your time. I want to take you back to last week. Do you remember when the chief of staff of the Israeli military went to the border with Lebanon? And there he said, now is the time that we, Israel, will definitively sort out our security issue on this border. So the question is, do you think, is there any way Israel is deliberately trying to make Hezbollah become more involved in this war to give it an excuse?
I think that Hezbollah is already involved, as Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah said lately. I mean, he's trying to engage and fix the Israeli forces and relating what is going on the Lebanese border to the Gaza issue. And here comes the assassination that we've seen today. Hezbollah is ready. Hezbollah is more powerful than Hamas and the resistance in Gaza. But however, can Israel really go into full-fledged war against Hezbollah? I don't think so, because they might declare their intentions, but usually when they declare their intentions, you have to go and fetch for the means. Do they have the means? Do they have the capabilities? Do they depend on the American? Do they need the green light from the America? I think yes, all of the above mentioned. So I think that is like creating deterrence and trying to go bypass the direct confrontation by going into what we call the going back to the policy of targeted assassination, or trying to dismantle this web of military officials like Rida Musawi in Syria, Salih al-Arouri in al-Dabshah, the stronghold of Hezbollah, and last but not least, Wissam al-Tawil, the deputy commander of elite forces of Radwan, that is really accused of being responsible for the last attack on the Meron, which is, the major military base, the most advanced as eavesdropping and electronic warfare inside Israel.
A few months ago, this was happening. It was relatively, maybe we can term it low level. Now Benjamin Netanyahu is specifically threatening Hezbollah. And he says, you should learn what Hamas already learned in the previous months. We're determined to return our people, Israelis, to northern Israel so they can live there safely. Of course, a lot of the area has been evacuated because of the dangers, but this is now beyond low level, right? Because the Israelis have just admitted on Sunday that Hezbollah hit a very sensitive air traffic control base.
No, we're still in the low-level intensity conflict. It is not really full-fledged, Even in Gaza, we have 2 or maybe 3 wars that Israel is waging today. The war of an urban warfare, it's total war, however. First, it's like urban warfare. Second, it's like tunnels warfare. And the third one is like search and rescue war for the hostages. Now they are going into the third phase of this war. On the Lebanese front, there was like rules of engagement that respected, or tacit agreement between both parties to respect these kind of rules of engagement. However, Israel violated this one in two instances. Last Tuesday, when they have killed Salih al-Arouri, and today the killing of this major commander. So still, maybe Israel is trying to experience the resolve or test the resolve of Hezbollah, or trying to, probe the red lines of Hezbollah, for how long Hezbollah can go to full-fledged war. Is he able to decide by himself, or it's like a indirect message for Iran?
Can you just give us an analysis of what's happening in Gaza regarding what Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant is saying, that the military is ready to move to the third phase, Gallant calls it, of the war. The Israeli media is saying that Antony Blinken will discuss that third phase of the war with the Israeli War Cabinet on Tuesday. What might that phase look like in Gaza?
As I said earlier, there is 3 kinds of war within the concept of total war. The Americans are pressuring the Israelis to go into low-intensity conflict. However, in Israel and in Gaza today, there is three parts of Gaza. You have the northern part of Gaza, the city of Gaza, where we have like, withdrawing of the many brigades, 5 brigade, releasing 5 brigade of reserve and trying to really contain, the city of Gaza, having in mind they have really dismantled or destroyed 12 battalion of al-Qassam or of Hamas's forces. In the middle, where you have the refugee camps, they are trying to isolate the camps and fighting the camps, each one at one time. This is a high intensity conflict, and in the in the southern part they have 9 brigades. You have paratroopers, you have armor, you have military infantry, and you have the special forces and the engineering units. So the major high intensity conflict is in the southern part of Gaza, in the middle, and maybe the third phase will be built as far as we go in time in the northern part of it. So maybe we have to wait and see if they are able to really achieve something of all the above mentioned.
Yeah, what we certainly know, General, is that Yoav Gallant says that this third phase of the war is going to last for a longer time. Thank you, as always. We really appreciate your analysis.